Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and today I am showing you what I am archiving, and then I will quickly, not going in depth, but I will go and show you what I'm using for 2020. Um, there's a lot. Oh, so yeah. Out of my personal, I'll do the inserts first, that'll be easiest. Out of my personal ones where I did meal tracking, and then I did my my food tracking and my date tracking and my sleep and such tracking. That's all of these. So the orange were my meal tracks. These were calendars and weekly inserts. And then these were my daily tracking for my sleep and all of that. So all of those are getting archived. And then I had one more meal tracker that I started in my personal or in my pocket from the beginning of the year. And this goes through to 4/7/19. So that goes in there. And then I had 2 field notes journals that I filled up. I still have a half of one left, which is my EEC. And so that's going to get archived when I finish it. Now, so those were all my Traveler's Notebooks inserts that are getting archived. These are all my planners. Oy. So this was my rune work that I did, and you can see where I wrote down my rune pulls every day, and I did that. So this is getting archived, and this was a Moleskine weekly that I used towards the end of the year. This was my pocket notebook that I used for ideas and such. If I used it, great. If I didn't, I always had it in my bag with me. So that was awesome, and I just carried it just like this in my handbag. These two were my most favorite things. These two were in my Happy Little Clouds, which I am putting away for right now because I moved into something else, but I am so proud of myself. Oh, this is how I felt every morning, every time I woke up, what time I woke up every morning, what exercise I did, all of that. And then, and so I do not have one of these for 2020, but I'll show you what I'm using instead. And then this was my Hobonichi English Techo, and this got filled out every morning. And I just did a quick little snippet of everything that I did on the day after. So these got filled out a day afterwards here, and then every morning I would sit down and answer these questions and fill them all out. So I did an entire year, and I loved doing this, and I am doing this again this year. This is the original weeks, my banana weeks, you can see there for 2020, and this is the one that Tyr spilled coffee over. And so I am archiving this with my 2019. These two together make 2019. This was actually an April start, and I'm okay archiving it now because I have my new ones, even though it's not fully used, but that's okay. I loved this one. This is the Sugaki. I can't remember the full name of it, but I loved this little rabbit. He was so cute. Oh. So these two were my weeks for the year. This was my media tracker for 2020, and this is the Jibun Techo in A5 Slim, and this is just when I wrote down all my all my videos and stuff like that. So everything in here was my media tracking. These are my 2 cousins, and this is the Cousin of Vec. So it comes in 2 books, and I have this again this year. And as you can tell, this is the book that Tyr spilled coffee all over. But this one held together great, and so I didn't feel the need to get out of it. And then this was July through December. So, yeah. I love this system, and I'm still going forward with that. And then this is my morning oracle card pulls. And I did those every day, starting with summer solstice. So there's Tyr. Yes, he is. I'm filming this on my new desk, and I will, hopefully by Sunday, when I try to do a new video, I will be able to show you guys the new and improved study area. We have the entire desk built, all of that, and I love it. If you have been following me on Instagram, you can see a photo of the actual finished desk. We've got it up on the day before New Year's Eve, so New Year's Eve. So that is coming soon as well. But I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys what I'm going into 2020 with. So all of this is getting archived for 2019. Whew. All right. Now, what I'm using for 2020. To replace my little Lumos, this is my new one. And this is a ZenCraft Pocket folio, and I have my La Petite Prince day, week, it's a page a day, 1 page a day. Oh my gosh. And I've already started, so I started on January 1st, and I will use this. It is just basically for, well, I wrote it out here. Where is it? What I'm specifically using this for, or calling it, is ideas, thoughts, and gratitude for 2020. If I don't have any ideas or anything like that, I'll just write down gratitude, or what I'm grateful for that day. But that's what this is. And like I said, it's just in a folio. And I had originally punched holes in this to make it a traveler's notebook. It did not come with these. And it's got a pen slot here. But I love this. This is the Montana Badlands in cherry from him. And I love it. This is what is very similar to the root beer and the green from JT Leathers, JT King Leathers. So I love these so much. So that will replace this, and it's not that much of a different profile. I just wanted to keep it a little bit nicer. This kind of got all a little bit beat up, and so I just wanted to keep it a little bit cleaner and use more of my leather covers. And I love this one, and this one fit. So I was like, oh sweet, I'll use that. So there's that. Then, as you've already seen, my Jibun Techo is the Jibun Techo Light for 2020. And this is a JT King leather cover folio that she made for me specifically for this particular book. And right now, this is what I'm using. I also have a Coal Creek cover as well for this particular book. But right now, I'm just in this one, and I have one of the Woolly Planner mushrooms on the top because I love it. So there's that. So that will be my media tracker for the year. Then this is my personal for right now, and it has my Jibun, or my Hobonichi weeks, but this is a sneaker weeks. So this is my on-the-go, nothing but pen, and it just looks sloppy as all get out, but I don't care, because this is what replaces most of those inserts, so, or a lot of those inserts. So, but I still have my habit tracker here, and my sleep tracker here, and then my run tracker here, and my journal, my little journal is still in there. But that's all that's in my personal, and this stays in my handbag 24/7. So I never leave home without this. So there's that. Then, as I said, my bullet journal is going to continue, and this is the start of 2020, and this is my future log, all of that, my everything in here. So I still have this forward for 2020, so that's plenty, because all that's going to be in here is my collections and some quarterly reviews and 6-month reviews of my yearly goals. So this is my morning my 2 morning routines. This is the La Petite Prince day on a page moleskin planner in the cahier size. And this replaces that big white Kiki K planner, daily planner. And this is where I write my Oracle card pulls. And I've done that since January 1st. So, and this is the Falcon Travelers customized Oracle book. And I love this so much. It's got a Mystic Oracle book of Madame Rogue, which is my other nickname. So I love this. And then for my, sorry, Tyr just feels like he can run everywhere now because it's such an open space. He's just like, I love this. So this is my A6 that I got from Chic Sparrow. And it is in the Carrie Hurling Violet. And this is what I'm replacing. This is the English Techo, and this is replacing this English Techo, but I am not doing questions in here. I'm doing questions in an actual another book. It's actually a hardbound book, and I'm doing things in my Badass journal. So those questions that wasn't needed anymore for this. So what I've done is I've moved all of my rune pulls into this. And then I've just been writing, I can actually write a lot more, and I have a lot more space because I'm working to learn the runes. So that's what this is going to be for an entire year. This is the Hobonichi cousin or Techo of Vec, and it's in Japanese. And this will actually replace this. Just so I can get a better view of how I feel and all of that. I still do my version of Savers, but it's not particularly Savers. It's not the Miracle Morning specifically, but it's a lot of these things, but it's my own version. And so I decided to use the Cousin of Vec, or the Techo of Vec, for it so that I could have a lot more room and I can describe more of how I'm feeling. And if there's anything specific, like if I get sick or I get injured or I have a specific doctor's appointment or anything like that, I can write that out on this entire page and have much more information than I could in just having one of these little strings or one of these vertical entries. So I just decided to use this instead of the Happy Little Clouds for right now, although this would actually fit in my Happy Little Clouds as well. So I love this, and that's going forward. So these all look so pretty together. I love them. Oh, and then for my weeks, this was gifted to me by Tiffany Lou, and it says spend the rest of your life celebrating. And this is my Ultraman weeks, and this is for self-care. And I am still working on getting this all set up for this year, as well as getting Finding 52. That should be coming out very soon. It's just, New Year's Eve took a lot more out of me than I thought. So, and trying to prepare for New Year's Eve was like, So this is my self-care weeks, and that goes there. Are you sensing a theme here? Can you see? Can you see? Yeah. Purple is my color of the year, evidently. And then, as I said, I have my Badass weeks there. And then these three, or four actually, this is my morning pages. And I started this on Christmas, and I have done that. And I've got like 10 of these. And so I'm just going to go through them and use them as my morning pages. And so that sits upstairs as well. Then I showed you guys my full focus planner. And this is for my goals. And this is strictly for goals, for my goal setting for the year, and then breaking them down for the quarter. And so this is all for the first quarter, and this is where I'm tracking that. So this sits on my desk upstairs as well. Right now, I have my two cousin of X in the same book. This is the orange cover from Hobonichi with the cover on the outside of it. And I just got notice this morning that my prints folio is on its way. So I have this. I will only be using one of my Avec books in it at a time. And I will either put in an MD notebook or there might be something else on the way. I have to make that decision tonight, and I will talk about that later on if I decide to do it. And then this is my plum planner, and this is my household planner. And it's going to, I started it in November, and we've got January set up. And then I still got to work on setting up in the back the budget, the fitness, the reflections, and my brainstorming in the back for this. But this is my daily household planner, and it just sits upstairs on my coffee table as well. So that's what I'm using. And I will be going through these at various times through the months. So if you have questions about anything specific, let me know. But yeah. And again, as I said, certain ones, these books right here, actually, one more. These all stay on my desk. So I do not carry these. So don't be going, oh my God, she's going to be carrying everything. No. In fact, so these stay upstairs. And I work on these, some of these in the morning and some of these in my evening reflection. My bullet journal stays on my desk here, right here where we're at. And I use this for collections, as does my media tracker. So these two stay on my working desk. And then these two go in my handbag. Push those over. These two go in my handbag, and they're the only two planners that I carry with me. And this one's not really even a planner, it's just a notebook. And in my bag that I carry to work is my cousin and my weeks. So my self-care weeks. So don't be thinking, oh my God, she's got so many that she's, carrying a giant bag. I'm really not. So yeah, so all of this stays on my desk. And again, that stack is split half in the morning, half at night that I use. And then these are my everyday carries. So these 4. And there you have it. So that's what I'm doing for 2020. All of that up there is what I'm archiving. And yeah, I know some of you probably are going, oh my God, she's lost her mind, but it works for me. And in my Cousin Avec, I am still doing the bullet journal method. It's very interesting, the changes that they made here. Starting this line up here at 5 o'clock, I did not even notice that until this morning. And I'm like, oh, what? What did they do? So if you see here, I don't think I have any that I had. Well, here you go. See how this has, let me see if I can squitch you down. See how this has some blank lines here, and it starts 5 o'clock here? I really like that because I would put things I needed to get done that day, just so if I had it open, hello Tier, walk on through, buddy. I could, put a little note there. However, they now start this at 5 o'clock and go all the way down to 4 o'clock. If you can, and it goes all the way down to 4 o'clock. So you get one extra line there at the bottom, and that's it. But a lot of times when I put things to get done here, I wouldn't either put them on my daily or I would just double write them. So it's saving me a little bit of trouble to do that. It was just a shock going, oh, wait, that's different. So I will go through how I'm using this after I've got a week or two in it. But I've got all of my stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. for all my holidays and everything set up in there. And I have done my, added everything in here from January to June, and some of the birthdays and such here till the end of the year. And then I've added those into the July to December book as well. And so at the beginning of the year, when I'm setting everything up, I usually keep both books in here. And I do that again at the middle of the year when I switch books, so that I can make sure that I finish off one book completely and set this up. Now I have not put in the tabs here yet in the new books, but I will be doing that this weekend. So I just haven't taken the time to get those done. But as you can see, this is how I alternate the colors of all three, and then I just do from January to June, and then in here is July to December. So if you stack them on top of each other, you can see how it is all one. So that's why you get all three colors, because it's very easy to see, where you can't necessarily see the numbers very easily. Like that's a 9 if you can see it, but you can say, oh, this starts in July. I know it starts in July, August, September, October, November, December. I can go that way. So there you have it. I'm still working on my Hobonichi, but like I said, I'll get the tabs and everything, put in everything over the weekend, and then I will give you guys a flip through of everything. So I hope you have had a wonderful beginning of the year, and you have been able to hang in there for the second day of the year, and didn't blow all of your energy on the first day going, okay, now I'm done. I've been there. I've done that. So I'm still working on closing out 2019 with some of the numbers and such like that. But otherwise, I am excited. And I appreciate all of you guys hanging with me through Vlogmas. And we will get back to our regularly scheduled Thursdays and Sunday videos. Oftentimes Friday and Mondays, depending on when I get them to put out. But, look forward to the Finding 52 sometime this weekend. There will be an extra one in there, most likely. I just have to tweak a few things, and the setup on the website did not go as easily as I thought it would, and so I'm still working on that. But as soon as I get that done, I will get the announcement done and everything else. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.